Okay, just under the wire, made a little edit to the description, threw a couple of tags in there for people. We're going to do a little bonus element tonight to kind of go along with the return of the Oz Couple. It's episode 19. Here's the thing. I'm a writer. I don't know how to spell 19. Is that right?
Yeah.
Does it have the E in it in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
It looks right to me, but I never like that it's there.
You don't like that the E is there?
Yeah, it bothers me. It doesn't make sense to my brain that it's supposed to be there.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a thing that every time I have to type 19, I always tell myself, does it have that E?
What?
And invariably I say yes.
Otherwise it would be Nintine.
Nintine, yeah. Nintine.
No.
I understand. Yeah, Nintine.
You're right.
Well, I'm always right, Allison.
Oh, well, that's a different episode. I'll just drink my tea now.
We'll save that for the anniversary episode 25.
Oh,
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
so you had a big week.
Kind of, yeah. So I guess that little oh no, there it is. Show comments on stage. There we go. That way when you guys post stuff, it'll come right on up.
Yay.
It's a little beta thing that they're testing out, so we'll use it. We'll see how it worked. It worked pretty good last time, so we'll try it again.
Yes, we will need more than 90 minutes for that topic.
It's a
and
two-part.
how I will say that's not accurate.
It's a two-part episode. It's a two-part episode.
Do you see my...
Yeah. No one can see that.
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
now I can see it. Yes. Yeah.
My dog.
I saw a video you posted of him barreling towards you earlier at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my dude. He's my dude.
Oh,
he makes me happy.
Well, that's good. Somebody's got to.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Although I feel like that's a lot of pressure to put on him.
He's fine.
You know?
He's fine.
I'm just like, oh.
So you just come home every day and it's like, okay, go ahead, make me happy.
I'm like, you're my person. If you go away, I'm gonna be a shell of a human again. Which I mean, I kind of am already, but like that's what's keeping me here.
All right.
Today I got a notification and it was like, you know, the dumpster fires, the 100 soft dumpster fires, and it was like a whole bunch of different ones, and it was like, which dumpster fire are you today? And I honestly, it was hard to choose. It was like all of them. I don't know. I am all the dumpster fires. I do have one right here.
Oh, the internet. Oh, okay. What's on the other side that's not burning?
He's a robot dumpster. Over here?
Yeah, can't really see what's in there.
He's a little mouse in. He's operating the. Oh, come on. He's operating. This is not working. See?
Here, hold on. Let me go full screen for you. There you go.
it's just a little mouse guy
Okay.
sitting inside. Boop.
Sure.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, from what? What company is that?
100 Soft.
I don't know what that is.
That's the thing that I was talking about that
Yeah.
they put up the
I don't know what that
post
is.
today. They do all kinds of just really cute little animated things, and one of their big things is the dumpster fires.
Okay.
Yeah, like chibi kind of. Everybody's all cute and round.
Yeah. Okay.
You really don't know this
I
group?
have no idea. Maybe if I saw something, maybe, but from the name
They
of it,
have-
I have no recognition.
They have great stuff.
Okay.
It's like one of the very few booths that I have to stop at if I go.
You were there this year?
No.
Oh, so this was a while
No.
back.
No, this was, I don't know, the last time I was there 2 years ago.
Okay.
When I was on a panel.
Mm-hmm. Fancy.
I was cool once.
I was on a. No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't. I was gonna say I was on one San
No, it
Diego
wasn't.
Comic-Con panel, but then I realized I wasn't. I was there. I was in attendance. I was discussed because it was for
Ooh.
the Aspen thing when we crossed over with Aspen. So there was an Aspen panel that we all went to, and I was there, and Frank and Vince and everybody that was on the panel that were all far more fancy than I was. They all discussed, oh, Tom's here and Big Dog Inc. is part of Aspen now, and so on and so on. So I was tangential to it, but I have never actually been on a San Diego Comic-Con panel.
Well, there's gonna have to be an Oz couple panel.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously,
right?
Duh.
They don't know what they're missing.
No, not the slightest. I was on a panel this weekend at Big Texas Comic Con.
Oh yeah.
They created. It was interesting because I've never seen this happen before. So, Big Texas is still a mid-size show. Like it's not even C2E2.
But it says big.
Yeah. Well, it's Texas.
They're lying.
They say everything's big. So it is a big show, but it is not
Texas. Mid Texas.
The Big Texas mid-size show.
Okay. Yes, that's fair.
Yeah. And so they had panels. And they had panels in a normal sense, like you would go off floor, like into a room, and you'd have your panel.
Yeah.
So they did have some of those, but they also had 2 spots actually on the convention floor, like right in the middle of the floor.
Interesting.
That had it had a table, a stage, table, chairs, Ooh. And then there were like 10, 20, maybe 40 chairs in front of each of these.
I've seen that.
Tables.
That feels like it would be really distracting though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was interesting because as we were there, so I was there, it was myself, CB Zane, Keith Garvey, and Briar Peterson. They invited all of us. Like we were all welcome to go do the panel, but it was in a smaller, you could only get so many people on this podium.
Yeah.
And so Nei and Ryan Kincaid, they just stayed back and we just did it with the 4 of us. But what was interesting that I liked about having the panel in that capacity was, yes, there were people sitting in the chairs and listening and asking questions and so on. But because it was in the middle of the con, there were just people just sort of like roaming through, and they would sort of be like, oh, what's this?
What's happening?
Let me slow down for a minute and listen and whatever. And some would sit and hang out for a bit. Others would just kind of keep walking. So I did kind of like that idea. I thought it was really like plopping it right in the middle. Like I've seen them on show floors before that don't have room access, right? But they're always like let's put it back in the corner away from everybody. In this case, it was just like whomp right in the middle. And you had some speakers that weren't too crazy loud, but it was loud enough that people could hear you. So I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. And we did have a whole bunch of people like, well, first of all, we showed up like thinking like most panels, like there's gonna be like 2 people there and we know one of them. But but there was like about 10 people there when we just showed up, like they were waiting for us.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that's interesting. And then a few people came in that did know us, you know, a couple of our fans, the Buchanans were there. Greg DeLeon was there. So they kind of came in and filled out. But most of them stayed. A couple of them left and then were replaced by new people that just sort of wandered in. So overall, I would say we probably chit-chatted to sitting people, about 20 people, and then whoever else was just, you know, milling about for a while.
Nice.
But it was good. We had a whole bunch of questions, so they were clearly engaged. Like a lot of times you'll do a panel and they're just like, talk to me, monkey, you know,
Right.
and that's, you know, that's like that.
Tell me a story.
Yeah. But these guys were all, you know, like, yeah, I have questions about this, questions about that. And it was like, oh, this is really good. You know, we had engagement. So, so that was that panel. And it was basically just for us. Like the whole panel was just Big Dog Inc. is talking at 3:00. Like
Nice.
that was it. Very little explanation to the audience. So the fact that anybody was there was really good. What's up, Kevin? How are you, man?
I was just gonna say hi, Kevin. Freddie said he's cute and round, like the 100 soft characters. Seriously, does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Because they're adorable.
Nobody knows.
I have so many like pins. It's great. So did you do other panels?
No, I only did the one.
Just that one?
Yeah, I only did the one. Which is fine. Panels are always weird.
Why?
Always weird because you never know what you're going to get in there. Like I've gone into panels that literally just didn't happen because people just were not.
Because nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Because with cons, you know, it's a very mixed bag of people and what they're there for, and you know, so in this case, I was really surprised that there was anybody actually waiting for us. So yeah, I was pleased. I did a con at Akron. Yeah, at Akron with Rob Multari for like 4 people. And 2 of them were the parents of one of them.
Okay.
who was a kid who wanted to get into comics. So he was, you know, he wanted to know how do we do what we're doing. But his parents were very engaged in it. They were clearly like, let's help our kid figure out, you know, this artistic journey to some capacity. So that was interesting because he was clearly very shy, but the parents were like, okay, he's not going to ask any questions, so we're going to ask questions because we need to know what to do for our kid to help him, you know, go down the path. So it was really good. So I was glad that you know we could help someone in that context. So, but yeah, the panels you just don't know what they're going to be. We had one panel at, where was that? Emerald City. I think it was Emerald City. I was on a panel with a whole bunch of other creators, comic creators. We were talking. It had a pretty good crowd. And then about halfway through the panel, door opens up on the side. Dude starts walking through straight across the panel, like straight across in front of us, like right in front of the people. Yeah, just walking straight across. He has a couple people behind him, just, and then we noticed that everybody in the crowd is intent on who that was. And we look over and it was Jason David Frank just wandering through the panel. trying to find his panel. He was trying to find his panel.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were just kind of going from room to room, and the people that were behind him were like the security, just to make sure he was okay on his travels. And so as he went into the next room, like half the people that we had got up and followed him into that room. Yeah. So so we lost some people to
JDF.
to JDF. So that was an interesting one. Yeah. Yeah. We've done a few over the years. We've done a few here and there. Trying to think if there was any other that sort of stood out. Like we've never done one at New York. We did one at C2E2 once. That was interesting.
Now, do people usually ask you to do the panel, or is it something that you have to submit?
We can,
because like the one that I did, somebody said, "Hey, I have this idea."
Yeah,
and then they were approved.
Right. At San Diego, that's how that works. You have to get your panel approved.
Yeah.
And or if you're like a guest, like a lot of times they'll be like, well, we're just going to put our part of the guest deal is you go do a panel. So in that situation, I've been guests at many, many shows, big and small. And I would tell them, like, you're guesting me. Like, if you want me to be on a panel or something, just tell me. Like, tell me what you want me to do. If you want it to be a me panel, a Big Dog Inc. panel, if you want me to be part of some other group of people, I'm happy to do it. But I've never come into a show and been like, hey, we want a panel. I always let them sort of determine our value for themselves.
Okay.
Like,
that's fair.
Do you, if you want us, we're here. And if you would rather have the wrestlers take up all that time, you're welcome to let the wrestlers do their thing. I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's always been the way that I
do like wrestlers. Did I tell you the story about one of the last shows that I worked and I got to like hang out with the Steiner brothers and I was nerding out so hard?
No. Allison and the Steiner brothers is not.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. It was weird. It was weird and I was so happy. Now I was still a little heartbroken because I was so busy working that I didn't get to see Sting. That's my heart. But it was one of those, like, randomly, I was walking by the booth and kind of looking at some of their stuff. And I said, okay, so we're going to see you at, whatever time tomorrow. Because they had a panel. And then Scotty goes, no, our flight is at like 1:00. And he's like, can you talk to people? And I was definitely not the point of contact at all, but I was like, yep, let me take care of it for you. And and so then every time he saw me, he'd like come and hang out. He's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yay.
Well, that's good.
Yes, I'm a nerd. I like my old school wrestlers. What? Is that a fact you did not know?
No, I think I had some awareness of that. Yeah. I don't know that I've been around the wrestlers. They're at a lot of the cons. I don't know that I've ever been. I only had one moment with a wrestler. It wasn't like me directly, but I was just sort of in the zone of it happening. I won't say who it was, but it wasn't a good moment. It seemed best I could understand from the moment was it was not a good con that was happening, or at least not for him.
Okay.
And Well, I won't say who it is, so this is fine. I can say what happened. I just won't say who it is.
Okay.
But I was walking by through the wrestlers and other sort of guests and stars and whatever, and this particular wrestler was sitting at his table, and no line, no one really paying him any attention as they wandered through it all, and basically he just had like, like one of his 8x10s or whatever, and he was just kind of like leaning out over the table, like, come and help me out over here, like, help a guy out with a picture, get a signature, whatever. And I was like, that's wildly depressing. And I felt bad for the guy, but
I feel like I vaguely remember this story. Can I ask you what show it was? Was it a C2? Was it a C2E2?
No. This would have been my first time at WonderCon when it was still in San Francisco. So this would have been like 2011, maybe 2010, 2011, something like that. And it was so that show had the two sides of the coin that really bummed out part, and then the really sort of fun part that happened, which was with Richard Hatch, who played Apollo on Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
So I think it was Saturday, we all the vendors and people were coming to the, to get in early, and they're letting people in. Richard Hatch is there, and I'm like, oh shit, that's like Richard Hatch right there. So he tries to go in, but he has a guest badge, not a vendor badge, right?
Oh.
And the security guy is like, you can't come in here. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? I'm a guest. Like, look at my badge. I'm a guest at this show. Like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, but we're only letting vendors in here. You have to have a vendor badge to get in here. He's like, that's the dumbest thing ever. I am a vendor for myself. Blah, 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 blah. And he was getting kind of upset about it. Like, I have to get to my booth. I have to set up. I have to, he was clearly like very serious about what he was doing at this con. He wasn't one of these guests that's just like wandering in at random times.
Right.
He's like, no, let me go do my thing. And I said, Richard, take my badge. It's a vendor. Give me yours. I can come back in 30 minutes when they'll let the guests in, and then we'll swap, later on. And he was like, what, are you serious? He was like, yeah. So I said, okay. We did a swap. He went inside, and I just met him later, swapped our badges back, and he was like, well, thank you. That was really great. You didn't have to do that. I was like, doofus security guy didn't know what he was doing. So, we solved the problem ourselves. So, yeah.
Tom saves the day.
So, yeah. In a really weird, like nonsensical, should have never happened way, but yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Weirdness at cons, man. Weird stories.
They create the best stories, though, like the best ones.
My first ever San Diego. Did I ever tell you how we broke into San Diego on our first day?
No,
the first day ever. So it was my first San Diego Comic-Con, 92, maybe. First, so there's so many layers to this show, but my first time at San Diego Comic-Con, never seen it before, never been there, went down, just drove down the day before, just got a hotel because we could. Can't do that anymore.
No.
Just got a hotel. Yeah. We were like, yep, let's go here. Yep, there's hotels. Okay, it's fine. Got a hotel. Went to get our badges. At the con, they were like, nope, you have to go over to this hotel to get your badges, because they were still doing badges at the hotel. Oh, okay. We'll go over to the hotel, got our badges, hung around for the night, blah, blah, blah. Day of the con, day one, we drive into San Diego. For those that don't know, San Diego Comic-Con is right on the water. Basically, the back of it is on the water at the harbor, and then there's a street that goes right in front of it, and that's the main street that takes you to San Diego Comic-Con. And right underneath is a parking lot that you will never have an opportunity to park in. Never will you have an opportunity to park in. 1992, We drove to the convention center, hung a right into that underneath parking structure, and got a spot. Like, easy.
What?
Right? It never happened again. It never happened in 93, 94. It never happened again, but in 1992 it happened. But as we were coming in, I also saw the line. They had a line outside. This is well before they had the other side, the sales. Like, this is well
Yeah.
before they have the monstrous lineup and all of
Oh my
that. It was
gosh,
just,
it's insane.
it was just, yeah, it was just outside, and they would run the thing sort of around the back. So I'm looking as we drive into park underneath the convention center, and I see the line, and I tell my friend, what the hell? There's probably 100 people. And I was upset that there was 100 people.
Aw. Now you wish there were 100 people.
Right. And I look at that and I'm like, I'm not standing in that line. He was like, well, that's how you get in. And I was like, maybe. So we park, we walk past the line. We want to see like what's going on. And, you know, like I said, it's 100, maybe 150 people. And we just keep walking around the back, just keep going and going and going and going. There's parking lots and stuff in the back and all that. But we just keep going and going and going. In the back, there are stairs that go up to like the second or third level or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we just go and we just walk up the stairs. There is nobody back there. Walk up the stairs. We're looking around. We see the harbor. Like, okay, cool. That's a good view. We're looking around. There's some doors. These are probably locked. Grab one. It opens. Okay. What? We walk in. We're looking around. We're on like the third floor or something. And we like, yeah, so you have the escalators that kind of go down. And then, you know, if you go out and around, you're out in like the panel area and stuff. We were like, all right, so convention has to be on the bottom floor. So we get on the escalator. Nobody's there. We get to the next floor. Okay. Down to the bottom floor.
Ridiculous.
We're like, there's really nobody here. This is really crazy. Doors again are closed, right? To get into the thing. We're like, these are probably all locked. They're not going to open these until the thing's open. Grab a door, opens, look inside. There's no security at the door.
Could never do that.
In we go. Like,
no.
Probably at least 90 minutes early, at minimum 90 minutes early. We just hit the floor, and we were in. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Is super crazy. And so when we came back in 1993, I had that in my brain, like, well, this is just how we do it. This
like,
is
we're just getting in.
We got the system down. No parking. Got to go out, find parking, come back, big old line. All right, we're walking to the back, up the stairs, open the doors. Nope.
It's because they heard some group of people got in the year before. Yes. They're like, who are these hooligans walking around 90 minutes before we were open?
It was all shut down on us the next year. Yeah, just like that.
Ruining it for everyone.
I had to stand in line, Allison. They made me stand in line with hundreds of people.
Must be hard.
Must
be hard.
God. Yeah. Yeah, San Diego, man.
Have any of our other people had fun San Diego adventures?
Yeah, anybody been to San Diego or potentially New York, which is the
I still have never been to NYCC. I mean, Allison, they just had it, what, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I have to tell you something. If you do go,
okay,
it won't be because I took you.
Okay.
Because I'm not ever going again.
Okay.
Unless I am some sort of large-scale guest that has limousines picking me up and dropping me off.
Ooh.
And I have no
bougie.
Right. Yeah. I have no need for, anything other than just being there and then getting out. Because while I love the convention, I hate that city.
Oh,
and I hate that city's infrastructure, and I hate that convention center's
sorry, I love New York City.
infrastructure of like, well, no, but it's
But I've
one,
never had to like bring a whole
this is
like
what I'm
all
saying.
my backdrop, and yeah,
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not vacationing in New York. That's a different experience. Convention setup in New York is hell. It's literal hell. And all I heard from in the past 2 years, because it's in the Javits, not the Javits Center. What's it called? Can't think what it's called, but they've been rebuilding it and remodeling it and so on. So the past couple of years, it's been opened, it's been finished and opened. So past couple of years, I have heard nothing but nightmares about setup and breakdown and trying to get in and get out of that show as a vendor. And I'm like, I can't, I couldn't possibly deal with it. I would break.
yeah.
I got pissed off at a guy at Big Texas Comic Con because Doofus wasn't doing his job right on breakdown. I mean, I lost it. I literally lost it on this guy because he was so dumb. So, you know,
Do we need to get you some medication?
No, you need to get, we need to get the rest of the medication so they can just do their job properly,
Okay.
you know, and then I'd be fine. But yeah, no, I told this guy how to do his job and he wasn't happy about it, but ultimately that's exactly how it happened, is how I told him. And that was that. But it's crazy. The people that they sometimes hire to do these things really have no concept of what they're doing for the job. Right. You know what I mean? And this guy had no idea. So it was a mess. And I told him, and he didn't like it, but I didn't care. I fixed the problem.
Tom gives no F's.
Yeah. Hashtag Tom's always right.
Here we go again.
Always just go with it. Everything's so much better.
Why would I go with that? Why would I go with that?
Because everything's so much better when it works that way.
It's better when people don't challenge you, you mean?
Well, you can challenge me, but you better be right.
Oh, I will be.
Okay.
We'll throw down.
I like a challenge if someone knows what the hell they're talking about. But if you don't know what you're talking about, it's going to be a mess.
Aye.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you see what I have to deal with, folks? Like, and we need to start getting paid for this show so I can.
You're a Leon says he went to San Diego in 2001. Dude, if you thought it was crowded in 2001,
seriously,
2001, they didn't even have the addition built on.
I hear there was a Space Odyssey though.
There was nothing right about that.
Yes, there was. Come on. You're giggling now. Yeah, I can't imagine 2001 it being crowded. No.
Yeah, crowded.
I have to say though, last time I went, I don't feel like it was as crowded as times before. And I don't know if that was partially because of the SAG strike or what. But it was weird.
Yeah.
It was a weird year.
Yeah, the strike would have held people out, which would have, but here's the thing. I don't know that it would have affected ticket sales. Do you know what I mean? Unless.
Well, and most of the people I think would have had their tickets already.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't
you're just
have
not
affected.
Going to come?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
No way.
So I don't know. I wouldn't know how to figure that part out.
Yeah. There was definitely more space though. I wasn't
maybe
like
maybe what happened was the SAG thing altered the floor layout. Like maybe people couldn't be there, and so they, you know what I mean? And so they like,
Oh,
okay,
well,
that booth won't be here, so we just leave it open for.
I mean, just like out in the hallway areas and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, floor was different too. I was mostly excited about, well, at least I hope that people were going to Artist Alley a little bit more, you know, since they weren't like, oh, I got to hang out with a celebrity. And I had spoken to several of my friends, and they said it was a good year. So, what are you giggling about?
I don't
trust you.
San Diego is a weird place, man. For comics, it's a weird place. I remember in the early days, I used to go to Artist. I mean, that's where we went. We went to Artist Alley. That was why we were at San Diego Comic-Con. And we were meeting all kinds of people. It was crazy. We were there at in the Image days.
Nice.
The Image dudes were like still in Artist Alley, even though they were like Image Comics. Like,
Yeah.
This is so weird to think back and see what they are now with the Image booth at San Diego. But in 19, what the hell, when the hell was it? 94, 93, 94, when Image popped. These guys were just still in Artist Alley, you know.
Huh.
We were in line to see somebody. Who was it? We were in line for somebody, and then like just Dale Keown just like shows up and just sits down. He's the guy who made the Pit. He was on the Hulk for a long time, so he was coming to Image, and he just like showed up and just like plop right down there. Okay, well, there's Dale Keown. I was like, oh, nope. I just went into that line. I was like, I'll get out of that line. I'll go in this line. So I got a sketch from him. A lot of those guys were still doing like free sketches or very, very cheap sketches too. It was a different world, man, in those 90s, those early 90s, pre-eBay. Really, I'll tell you, eBay is what changed all of that. Because once eBay really got established and people were getting sketches for like $50 and flipping them for like 200, all of the artists were like, now I'm going to charge you 200.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so now they would get a sketch for 200 and sell it for 300. And the artist would be like, this is now 300. And it just like was like this terrible, you know, surge of attrition. Like, how far can we possibly go in selling this stuff? But now original art is being really, truly understood as being the collectible that it has always been. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these pages are just going for astronomical amounts of money. I mean, just astronomical amounts of money. And it makes me crazy that I was not attuned enough to it back then to take advantage of what I was seeing and being like, oh, I want that George Perez piece. Oh, I want that. Yeah. Put them in the collection, whatever. Because you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars for some of this stuff that you know, now 30 years later, of course, you have to sit on it for a minute, but even now, even the new stuff now that's coming out by these artists, like, it goes for a lot of money just right off the bat, because people have finally clued into the original art side of things. So the stuff that I have, I've got some stuff. Sometimes I'm afraid to kind of try and figure out what it might be worth. Cause I think that there's a number that I would say yes to, and I don't want to. Cause I like it enough. I like it right there. I like being able to see it, like having that piece. But if someone were to be like, there's a lot of zeros you can attach to that, I might be like, oh, I like those zeros. Yeah. So I just kind of enjoy it for what it is versus the thought process of what it could be. Do you have any original art?
Oh, yeah.
From anybody?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like published stuff, like from a comic, like sketches. You know, obviously we all have sketches.
Yeah, I do lots of sketches.
Yeah. Do you have any like actual like?
No, mostly prints.
Prince, sure. Yeah.
I did have, and this is still devastating to me, but it was my first San Diego. I found this huge poster, which you can't really find. Scotty Young of Stan Lee, like with a whole bunch of kids. He was like reading a Spider-Man comic to them. Autographed by Stan.
Okay.
On my way home, got lost. The poster tube disappeared.
Oh, geez.
And now, like, I think I've seen one on eBay, and it's not something that I can spend.
No, that's not going to be the one. Well, I see one that's a small, 13 by 19. Is he sitting on a chair?
Mm-hmm. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it's on eBay right now for $50.
Signed by Stan.
Oh, no, sorry. This one's not signed.
Okay.
So the print is there, but it's not signed. Yeah. Okay. But now I know I know what you're looking for. There it is. It is currently at $190, 17 bids, and has 4 days left to go. And it's signed by Stan and Scotty Young.
Breaks my heart.
No, that's not even it. It is it. Okay, so here's the story. It is what you saw the poster of is actually a Amazing Spider-Man #9 C2E2 variant.
Yes.
Yeah. So
but
there's a comic of it,
right?
And that's what I'm seeing right here.
Yes.
For the $200.
Yeah.
And then obviously they made like a poster of it, which I'm seeing the poster around, but not signed. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw one, and it was like over 1,000.
Whoosh. Jeez.
Yeah. Stan.
There's what? Amazing Spider-Man #1 CGC Stan Lee signed Scotty Young. What is taped homage? What does taped homage mean? Because this is $10,000. I don't know what that means. Holy smokes. I don't know, man.
Somebody will pay for it.
I don't know, man.
People are crazy.
Yeesh. Yeah, crazy stuff. But that's to my point is, these things, especially the stuff that's like super, super hyper limited. And when you're talking about original art, that's one of one. That's it. I have a great, this one wouldn't be worth as much because of what it is, but I have a great page from Voltron from when Devil's Due was doing Voltron, and it's a big splash page of when they find the red lion, and so it's the whole page is the red lion like sitting in the lava cave, and it's freaking amazing. I love that page. It's the only, weirdly enough, it's the only one of the lions that got one of those like reveals. Like all of the other lions as they went along just kind of were like, and the green one and the yellow one, but the red one was like, oh, we found the red lion. I was like, give me that. I need that. So yeah, I've got some cool stuff around. I've also sold a lot of stuff that I really wish I had not sold. I really, really painfully wish I had not sold, but everything was a moment in time. I was dealing in art for a while, so I'd have pieces for a while and then I'd move them on so I could get some more and just, go through the cycle of things. And now I look back and I go, dummy.
No.
Really dumb. And then there's times where it was just, I didn't have enough money to do that. I had opportunity at 2 Alex Ross paintings, and one of them I really was like, yeah, I got to have that. And then the other one was kind of like, it's fine, but I'm not really all that into it. But he was doing the covers for Battle of the Planets for Top Cow, and all of his originals, I guess, had been on sale just over a period of time. And they had it on this last day. It was San Diego Comic-Con, the last day, Sunday. And they were like, yeah, we've had all these pieces for a while, so everything's 50% off. Holy God, what? And so I'm just looking at stuff, and there were these 2 Battle of the Planets pieces, and I wanted it so bad. But it was the same year that I had already dropped a lot of money with Arthur Adams for a sketch, and Mark Teixeira for a sketch, and something else happened that year too with comics or something. And I was just like, oh Jesus, I just don't have what I need to have to do that and be comfortable going home, having, knowing that I've like spent that money. There's no way. So I had to put them back. And I say I regret it, but at the time it just wasn't an option. It just was like, I can't. I can't. It's fiscal responsibility time, and I can't do it. Yeah. So there's been those times where it's like, yeah, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but oh well.
I realized I lied.
Uh-oh.
I do have some artwork from Guy Gilchrist, who did like Muppet Babies. And it's Kermit on a log playing the banjo, and it has the lyrics
from the comic.
He did everything. He did the cartoon too.
Right, but the piece that you have, is it from the Marvel comics, or was it from something?
It's just an original piece of art that he did.
Okay. Yeah.
It made me weep, and I went, I have to have that. Rainbow Connection, man. Gets you in the feels.
I saw somebody, I watched people that talk about movies and like special effects and stuff, and they were watching the Muppet movie and trying to figure out how they did the scene with Kermit riding the bike. And they were blown away by it. They were like, I don't know how they did this. And it ended up being like this really kind of semi-easy methodology when they finally got to see how it was done. But these guys were like special effects guys, and they were like, that's an incredible effect. Like, it's so real. Everything is perfect. Like it's just perfect. So yeah, the Muppet movie, man, that's man, I remember more The Great Muppet Caper. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that one. That was more in our wheelhouse for whatever reason. Miss Piggy coming through the window at the end on the motorcycle. The Great Muppet Caper.
What's with Miss Piggy and motorcycles, man?
Well, why, is that a normal thing that she does all the time?
She rode motorcycles in Muppets Wizard of Oz too.
I have not seen that.
The Flying Monkeys, they weren't actual flying monkeys. They were a biker gang.
But what were they?
All different kinds of things. They were just called the Flying Monkeys.
Oh, okay. So they were random Muppets called the Flying Monkeys. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's
and
fair.
Then there's jokes about her riding a hog and come on. There we go. We finally got to Oz, folks. Took us 50 minutes, but we made it. Muppets Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I'll have to see that one of these days. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And
it's very silly.
I've never seen like the Muppet movies like at all. Like they never pop up on Netflix or Amazon or anything. I just that's something that I never see. I wonder if there's like a reason for that. Especially with
Well,
Netflix
It
having,
would be on Disney Plus.
or are they Disney things? Ah, okay. Well, there we go. That would
Yes.
explain it then. Because I was going to say with Netflix having a Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson stuff, I would have assumed maybe it would go over to Netflix. But if
That's Disney Plus.
yeah, they're Disney things, then that's that. Okay, that makes sense.
Which I believe you can find Muppets Wizard of Oz on Disney Plus.
Oh well, I'll have to look. I still have it. I need to cancel it.
I have it
'cause-
on DVD because I'm that girl.
Yes, I understand. I understand. I just got a whole bunch of DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks that came in from Amazon Day, where everything was on hyper sale. I was like, tick, 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 tick.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I
a bunch
have a
came in.
problem.
Still have a bunch that are coming. So yeah, no, I understand. But yeah, I got to cancel that Disney because I don't watch it anymore.
So you have it and you're not using it?
Pretty much.
Well, go watch all the Muppet movies first.
I'll look at that. Yeah. I don't know if I can watch all of them. That's a
Well,
lot
all the
to
old
ask.
ones,
It's a
not
lot
the new
to ask.
ones.
Well, yeah, for sure. No, I'll definitely for sure watch the Oz one because I've seen the other ones, but I haven't seen the Oz one. So I'll have to look and see at that. But yeah.
What is it? I remember the book, and I think it was from the Muppet movie,
Okay.
right? But there's a scene of them as babies, and they're doing Wizard of Oz.
Is that Muppet Babies? You sure that's not Muppet Babies?
It's the puppets. It's not
it's-
the cartoon.
Oh. That's not something I've ever seen.
Google it. Google it right now. I remember it being in the book. All right. See, now we're both going to have to do this.
Muppets, Off to See the Wizard, Miss Piggy Melts, spoiler alert.
They're just like little. They're on the yellow brick road. It's adorable.
Oh, well, I did find Muppet Babies puppets. So that is a real thing. Oh shit, there it is.
Show the friends.
Yeah, I can do that. But I think nope, well, you tell me if that's what it
I
is.
swear it's from the Muppet movie.
I don't think it can be from the Muppet movie.
But it was in a book, and we didn't have. I swear that's what it was.
Because this is I'm trying to get details. I have a picture, but I'm trying to get details
Okay.
of this. This says Muppet Babies Classic Children's Tales.
Oh, okay. A little
And-
square book. It was a little square book.
Correct.
Okay. That was a different
Correct.
one that we had. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why I had to do this with square, but
Let me post it in here. Yeah, this was a little book. Let's see, where did I put it? Right here. This is just a cropped image from it, but
yes.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not the cutest thing ever.
it reminded me like, how they have those golden books, the little golden books. Like it looked kind of like a golden book, but it wasn't that
Yeah,
brand.
it's not.
Yeah.
So funny thing about this though is that this is the same casting with the exception of Dorothy in Muppets Wizard of Oz.
Right. In Muppets Wizard of Oz, Piggy is the witch.
Piggy is all four witches,
Oh, okay.
but Kermit is Scarecrow, Gonzo is the Tin Thing, and Fozzie is
The
lion.
tin thing.
Yes. And I just think that's so funny because it came out like a million years later. And they stuck with it.
The tin thing. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen this for sure.
It's so stinking cute. I can't handle it.
Never seen this for sure. But this is like they just made some toys and staged some stuff.
I love it. Gonzo's head is so huge, and his body looks really tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I won't force people to look at it any longer, but it's so cute.
Yeah. He's definitely got a dome going on.
Kermit.
Oh, and then Piggy has a rat in the basket.
Oh yes.
A rat in the basket.
Yes.
Toto is a rat.
But I will say why can I hear myself today? Like an echo in your. Normally I can't hear myself.
I don't know.
But she has her blue socks, and I'm very proud of them for doing that.
Okay.
Because I am a blue sock purist. You will sometimes see Dorothy with white socks, and that is not accurate. No one understands.
Well, but what's the pure element of the blue socks? Like, is that from the book? Like, did he say she wears blue socks, or is that just from the original film? She wore blue socks.
It's MGM.
Okay.
She wore, yeah.
So that's you're just connecting it to
like,
the MGM movie.
Even a whole bunch of the officially licensed MGM stuff still has her with white socks, and I'm like,
okay.
what are you doing?
Okay.
Yes. So there's like a whole group out there where we will get very heated if she is not wearing blue socks.
This Dorothy does
Look
not wear
at
blue socks.
That this Dorothy does.
Does she?
Right now.
I saw that gymnastics act happening back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are freaking sweet.
Yeah, these were cool. My only gripe is that they were for vendors and not for the guests. I would have rather have them be given to the guests, but at least they exist. Big Texas Comic Con, of course, they were like, oh, we want to put some of your art on the badges. I was like, awesome. Like, here's some. I gave them a few Dorothy pictures, and this was the one that they picked. And so they gave me those when we first were loading in. And I was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then Ryan Kincaid, he got his, and he came up to me and he was like, hey, are we getting like guest badges? Like, we're guests. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. We'll talk to Garrett. And so Garrett came in the next day and he was like, yeah, you guys all should have guest badges. And I was like, well, I'm not giving these back. So I just took those off the lanyard and tucked them away. And I was like, yeah, give me my guest badge, and put the guest badge on. So but yeah, so I got to take a couple of those home.
Okay.
And I don't know if the rest of them kept theirs or just traded them in. That I'm not sure, but I have those, so they go into the collection. We've had our art on badges a few times before. Natalie Sanders actually, it was Dorothy for her too. Natalie Sanders got her art on badges a long time ago. Yeah, so we have a few BDI badges around. So those were fun to see. That was cool. And then this is, of course, the crew that we had out there. Left to right, that's Keith Garvey, Nia Rufino, Ryan Kincaid, CB Zane, Brian Peterson. Snapped that shot. We did have two other guys that were there that were we couldn't wrangle into the picture. Todd Vertice, who's a colorist and artist. He is new to BDI, but he is a local guy down there. So he is there. And then Wes Hartman, who's also a colorist and done some stuff for us a few times. He was there as well, but we couldn't wrangle everybody into the picture. Everybody was off on their own. So we got the core group pick going on there.
Nice.
Yep. So that was cool. We haven't had really a group put together like that since like before Aspen. We had our last C2E2 before Aspen, where we had like 6 or 7 people there at the booth, where we were calling it Big Dog Island because we had our own island, literally. Like we had 4 corners, so we had one big honking island.
Cool.
It was like Jen Broomall and Jeff Pena and Jesse Witchman and Nei. Who else? Oh, Ian Snyder was there in one of his rare appearances. So yeah, it was really cool to be able to put together like a crew to all go down to a con again. So yeah. For those that missed it, I have one more event, and it'll be with CB Zane, Akron Comic Con, in basically 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Saturday, I'll be at Akron with CB, and that's the end of our conventions. And then we start it all again next year, celebrating 15 years of Oz.
Crazy.
Who knew?
I mean, it just lives on
forever.
It's
forever
true.
and ever and ever. Also, the
it's
omnibus,
so pretty.
Omnibus books we're still hoping to have for you guys late December into January. That still seems like it's more or less on pace. So we'll let you know if anything kind of stubs its toe or if we're smooth on that. But yep, keep your eyes open for details on that. Coming this Saturday, we are officially launching the BD15 anthology book that we were going to do last weekend, but Kickstarter didn't approve us because they're on strike and everything's moving slowly over there. But it is happening this Saturday, so get ready for that. It will have the BD Index as well, the Who's Who to the Big Dog Inc. universe. So that will be part of the campaign as well. So that's kind of what's coming. And the thing that we had at Big Texas Comic Con is the Legendary Birds done by Nei Rufino, taking Danica,
so cool,
Joan of Arc, and Blue Jay, and turning them into Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. This was our exclusives for the show. You can see what they look like with the front and back covers. So they break up into their respective pieces, but they all combine together. They all connect. So that's the book that we had for Big Texas Comic Con. Thank you to Nei. She did a fantastic job.
So good.
One of the things that we added with that, though, was holofoils of these books.
Yes.
These holofoils are one of ones, guys. There are one of these books.
What?
Okay. One of these books. That's it. So what we did was everybody who bought a book, because they could buy one if they wanted, everybody who bought one book or bought a set, for every book that you bought, you got a chance to pull from the raffle bucket right here, courtesy of the Buchanans. They brought me a bucket. So you can see all the tickets are in there. Every ticket that has been pulled out so far is still out. So the longer we go, the better the opportunity to win one of those foils. You win one of the foils by pulling one of the blue tickets. So there were 300 tickets in here. 3 of them are blue. That's 100 for each of the books. And then, of course, the 3 blue ones. So what we're going to do right now, while y'all are waiting right here, we had 3 people buy these books that weren't at the con. So we're going to draw for them right now to see if they win. It is the only way to get these one of one books. If you do not have a set of those yet and you want one, just speak up. Anytime. You can speak up during the show, after the show, whenever you see it. Just get yourself a set. Hit me a message and we'll get you a set. So what we're going to do is I have 3 people. They all bought a set, so they all get 3 draws. We're going to go in the order that they came through. So we're going to draw 3 tickets for Jim Madison, 3 tickets for Thomas Smith, and then 3 tickets for Freddie Hernandez. That's how this is going to work. All right. So you get to watch. It's happening right here. It's live. There's no.
I feel like there should be a drum roll.
There's no monkey business. There's no flying monkey business. Nothing. All right. So
I wish I could like
Jim Madison,
Can
first ticket.
do it this way.
First ticket is a white. Going back.
Okay.
We're going back. We're going back. Jim Madison's second ticket is. Got to make sure I only have 1 ticket. Second ticket is white. Third ticket, Mr.
Put the
Madison.
bucket the other way.
What way?
The other like that. Yeah. No.
Well, then I don't want to see it.
And then see, and then I'll grab it. Yeah, like that.
Third ticket, Jim Madison. It is white.
Oh my goodness.
That's it. So the
suspense.
the odds just got better for everybody else. All right, Thomas Smith, you were next. Here comes your 3 tickets. Thomas Smith, your first ticket is white.
What if nobody gets it?
Well, eventually somebody will.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, there are 3 blue tickets in this bucket.
Okay.
Thomas Smith, your next ticket is white. Thomas Smith, your third ticket is. And look, they're in there. They're in there. And Thomas Smith, your third ticket is white. Okay. Freddie, your odds just increased quite a bit. Here we go. Live draw. Freddie Hernandez.
Go, Freddie.
Ticket number 1 is white.
Oh my gosh.
Freddie Hernandez. Ticket number
handle
2 is white.
Last chance.
Freddie. Ticket number 3 is white.
Oh my gosh.
They're in there. Look, there it is right there.
Okay.
They're in there. So all of those tickets now get removed from the bucket. Removed from the bucket. Yep, Freddie. Boo. Correct.
I agree.
Shawnee just showed up. Shawnee just missed the drawing. So guys, again, all of these will stay in the bucket just like this. I'm going to take this to the signing that I have at Comic Signal this weekend. So if anybody should buy books from me there, they will get their opportunity to draw. If you need a NEI set, we made 100 total sets. They are $40 a piece, or if you want the set is $90. For every book that you buy, we will draw tickets for you, just like we did right there.
Okay, Mom.
And we're getting deeper and deeper towards higher and higher possibilities for you to win the holofoils that are one of ones.
Beautiful.
One of ones. All right. So if you're watching the show back and you want a set, you tell me, let me know. We'll get you invoiced and we will do a live drawing for your tickets. So you see, there's no hiding what we're doing. Everybody gets their opportunity.
No shenanigans.
That's right. No shenanigans. Everybody gets their opportunity. So just let me know if you need a set, guys. They, like I said, they will be going to Grand Rapids this weekend, and then they'll go to Akron in a couple weeks. And then we'll be putting them like on the website. So if you end up buying them from the website, same thing. I'll just keep track of who's buying them and in what order. We'll do live drawings for people as we go along. And eventually somebody's going to win them.
I hope so. I mean,
like I said, worst case scenario, there's 3 blue tickets left in the bucket. Somebody has to win them.
Winner. Yes, there are always shenanigans with Tom. It's correct.
I don't know what you mean.
Even though if you watch this, if you go back and watch, he says multiple times that how he's right all the time.
Yeah.
Threw up a little in my mouth. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Well, now what?
Well, I don't know.
I feel like that needed to be our last thing.
Well, I mean, we still got a whole lot of people that have been dropping in right now. So do we have to just start the show over again?
Is that you rewinding?
Do it over. Yeah, I didn't do any sort of like this. Well, tell us. You'll go watch. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want it now, we'll do a live drawing for you right now, Johnny. You just make an official claim, and we'll do a live drawing for you right now. Otherwise, do it whenever, and we'll pull tickets next week, maybe. That's fine too. What is happening? We got about 15 minutes. What is happening at the museum? Anything?
Oh my gosh!
Anything Halloween-y going on?
Yes, we're getting ready for trick-or-treating. That's happening on Saturday, and then I'm doing a trunk or treat at one of the local elementary schools.
Okay, I've seen. Oh, trunk or treat is out of the cars.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been seeing those signs as I was driving around. Coming home, I'm like, "What the hell is a trunk or treat?" But as soon as I thought about it for 2.8 seconds, I realized what was going on.
So they don't have to wander around neighborhoods. All the cars are just right there.
Sure.
And, mine, of course, is going to be Oz.
Are you having like any sort of kids costume contest at the museum or anything?
No. The only thing that we have there is it's a business trick or treat in the village. So it's kind of all over, but just the businesses, and they do it from 12 to 2. So it's like during the day and everything.
Sure.
Nobody's wandering around dark.
Shawnee, so there's 100 sets. These are the foils, of course. There's 100 sets. They are 40 each. So if you just want one, you can choose. They're 40 each or 90 for the set. 90 for the set. All right. Oh, and she wants a set. All right. So Shawnee wants a set.
That's awesome.
So we're going to get Shawnee invoice here after the show, but we will do her live drawing right now. So Shawnee, this is what you're looking for. See, blue ones. Just drop it all.
I think those should just stay out. They clearly didn't want to be in there.
So there's 3 of them in here, Shawnee. There's 3 blue ones. Okay? 3 blue ones. So here we go. We're drawing for Shawnee. 3 blue ones. We're looking for a blue one. What if she pulls all 3 of them?
That would be crazy.
First ticket is white. Next ticket. Second ticket. Shawnee's second ticket is white. Third ticket.
I think he's doing this on purpose.
You can see it right here. I'm not even looking. I can't see nothing. Third ticket, Shawnee, is, I have 2 of them in my hands. I can feel it. Is white. There they are. They're in there.
I see.
Okay. There's no shenanigans. No shenanigans. And they're all in there, by the way. 3 all in there. Nobody won one when we were at the con. So all 3 are still in there. Greg DeLeon did not win one. Mr. Buchanan didn't win one. He had his kid pull the tickets.
Aww.
And he didn't win. So yeah, so they're in there. They're in there, my friends.
Have you made your plans to watch Wicked yet?
No. I'll probably end up just watching it like the night before so that I get a refresher and then hop into the theater when it the day that it goes live. because around here
Well,
I can
that's
just
what I mean.
I can just
You're-
walk. It's. I'll be there the first day, probably
Okay.
theoretically. I shouldn't be at a con or anything. So, but around here I don't have to make plans. I just walk into the theater. It's
Oh.
it's it ain't that big of a deal around here. So
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like it's a big deal everywhere.
Well, but I mean, it's not like there's the theater's full. Like when I saw it last year on day one, it was maybe quarter full.
Because you
Maybe.
didn't go to like the first showing.
No, I do go to the first showing. That's
Really?
when-
You went
Yeah.
to like a midnight showing?
Oh no, they don't do midnight shows here.
Oh,
First showing in the day.
okay.
So that's why, because people are at work and stuff. So I can dodge it. If I wanted to go like at 8:00 on Friday night or Saturday night, it would be a full theater. But
Okay.
I aim for that, like put like 20 people in here. That's fine. And I can deal
Okay.
with that. Then I get my seat, where I always sit,
Right.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
won't have that. It's gonna be full every time I go.
Well, yeah, but you're going to go to that little place, right?
Well, I have 4 scheduled viewings so far.
But are they all at the manliest little theater?
No.
No.
One is Valley View in Ohio, which is a big theater. That's the Prime preview. Last year when I did that one, it was totally full.
Mhm.
Then early release on Wednesday here in Syracuse, which last year was full. And then Thursday and Friday at Manlius. Which, if we've got any people that are local-ish, you can still get tickets and get an autographed ticket from somebody. I can't tell you who.
It's me.
It's not you. It's somebody from a Wicked film.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
I guess that's fine.
Sorry.
I mean, whatever.
Last year, Gregory Maguire signed our tickets. This year, we have new tickets, and it's somebody from the movie.
Was he there?
Gregory?
Yeah.
No.
So how did you get him signed? You just sent him over to
I shipped them to him,
send
and
him
then
over
he
to
signed them and then shipped them back to me.
England or wherever it is that he lives?
Mm-mm. No, he's not there all the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I'm not going to tell you where he is, but
You tell me later.
I sent them to his local home.
You tell me later. It's fine. Thomas, local to VV. What's VV?
I don't know. Valley View.
Oh, Valley. View.
Are you going to Valley View? I'm going to Valley View. Prime Day. Which is, I don't even know what day that is. I have to look.
Is it releasing on a Wednesday or a Thursday?
Well,
Like-
I mean,
like- Because sometimes they release them on a.
what do you
Wednesday.
actually like? So we're going on.
Well, like as far as the official, like, what's the
We're
official
going-
release day?
We're going on the 24th. Right? No, the 17th.
Right. It releases on the 21st.
Supposed to release on the 21st.
Yeah.
But we're going on the 17th and the 19th.
Yeah.
And then our group at the museum has a preview, and then it's officially coming.
So that's my question. Like normally, so it's supposed to release on Friday. Obviously, that's the Friday release, but it will be available on Thursday. My question is it on the 19th available? So I'll have to figure
No,
that part
it's
out.
technically supposed to be available Friday,
Yeah, but we always
But-
get a Thursday.
but you can see it plenty of places before that.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm
Tom,
trying to figure out.
the Valley View, I'm going to guess it's sold out already because I was on there like an hour after tickets went on sale, and there were only a couple that were just floating around there. But you have to be an Amazon Prime member. That's the whole thing. Prime Early Access or something.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Yeah, I remember that from last year. I was kind of looking into that, but it was going to take me somewhere. I had to drive like an hour
Yeah.
to get to because of where
Well,
I live. So I'm like, nah, I'm not
yeah.
gonna do it.
Valley View is an hour from me. But it's like they have a huge theater with a bunch of, like the movie theaters near me have like a handful of theaters in them. And this one is enormous and has lots. So it's where you can go and watch like opera performances and theater and stuff, which is pretty cool. But it's too far. It's definitely too far from here.
Yeah.
I'm going to drive 6 hours to go watch Wicked.
Oh, that's because you're an Oz professional.
Well, I mean, my excuse is I'll just be home for the weekend, but then I can see it with my mom and my sister. So we
Okay.
can have like a girls' night. I'm putting him to sleep, guys. This is
No, I'm asleep because I've been driving for the last 3 days, and yesterday I had 9 hours left on the clock. And normally I do about 6 hours, maybe 7, and then stop for the night. But when I got to that 6-hour mark, I was basically at the top of Indiana, and I was like, I'm going to feel real dumb stopping in Indiana instead of just powering through these last 3 hours and getting home last night. And so I just did it, and I ran through and got here last night. But I'm feeling it because it was 3 days of driving down, 4 days of the show, 3 days driving back up.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm definitely wearing out, and I need to like chill and be ready because we're going to launch the Kickstarter Saturday night. Shawnee, need a co-host. Shawnee, we're launching the Kickstarter Saturday night after the signing, so we'll be posting previews and stuff kind of throughout the next. I already posted some today. We'll post some more over the next few days. We'll have the sign up link here tomorrow. All that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a very busy next few days. and then next week mellows out, which is good. Oh, excellent. Oh boy, for duty. Excellent. Beautiful.
It's gonna fall asleep on me.
Oh, yeah, 3 more minutes and then I'm unconscious.
You're like TikTok. Your action is winding down.
Yeah. That's it. That's true.
I love TikTok. For sure. I think I might wear my TikTok hoodie tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay.
But this is my new one. This is the new Cakeworthy, and I love it. I will say their stuff is like kind of big. I got this and the one other sweater in the mail. And they don't do extra smalls. They just do small, but they're all like really oversized.
But it's not Oz. It's just
yes, it is.
Oh, is it? I don't see any Oz. I can't really see. Like, what's the Oz?
It's all the characters.
Oh, okay. Now I can see in the big. Yeah.
And then this. Let's see if I can get it over. You see it?
You're like, what if Dorothy was a Jedi?
Yeah.
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 We'll clip that and use that for our first TikTok video.
Okay. Actually, I would love to do a Dorothy as Jedi cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be epic.
Ruby lightsaber.
I want like every Oz nerdy mashup. I still have to do my Black Canary Dorothy mashup.
Explain.
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 Well, you know who they both are, correct? So, you know
What?
the bombshell Black Canary?
Yes.
Okay. I want to do that,
Yes.
but instead of her plaid top, I do a blue gingham top. And instead of her rose, I put a big poppy. And then I have red peep toe shoes. Like, it just works. He has no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but no, I still don't. I mean, I see the visual. I understand the visual, but I'm not understanding the connection to making Dorothy this. I guess the singer is that the
Yeah.
is that the thing?
Yeah.
And then brown hair instead of blonde.
Do you have to have a reason to do a mashup?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You do it because it's fun. Come on.
Gingham robe.
What would the connection be with Dorothy and a Jedi?
I don't know.
Yeah. There wouldn't be.
I don't know.
But I would do so many different. I would do a Dorothy Fett costume.
Well, okay. So maybe
We
that's
could do all of them.
Maybe that's the connection for me is you need to have that. You need to have the connecting name, right? So Dorothy Fett, I get it. Like I'm in Dorothy Fett. I understand, right?
Dorothy Pool. Let's go.
This is what I'm saying. It's like when I saw the Harley Quinn at C2E2 that was in a Taylor Swift outfit. So she was Harley Swift. I was like, all right, I'm in. So for me, I think it's the name we have to have that name connection.
Oh geez.
And then I'm in. Then all of it clicks for me. So yeah, like you said, Dorothy Fett is good.
Instead of Black Canary.
Boba Gale. What about Boba Gale?
I like that. Instead of Black Canary, she's Bluebird.
She's the gingham canary.
Because, you know, if happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Who cares?
It's the writer in me. I need words. I need the words. Yeah, I need the words.
But it's not about words. It's a cosplay. It's about a costume. And plaid meets gingham. It's like right there. Rose to pot. Like it's just easy.
Yeah.
And any of the DC Bombshell fans would totally just be like, "Oh, hey, that's cool." Wow, his gears are just like really slowing down.
Yeah, they're not connecting those dots.
His thought is winding down too.
I'm gonna have to find. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a phrase that makes me accept this particular mashup.
I would like to see what other people would like to see Dorothy something mashup cosplay.
Yeah, drop some mashup ideas.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, like what if Dorothy was a Transformer? She'd be Optimus Gale, right?
You with your freaking name. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. See, that makes sense to me. I can work with that.
Okay.
I can work with that. So yeah. So toss some mashup ideas, guys, because listen, you don't know what may end up happening with this girl. If you drop something in the comments that she's like, yo,
you don't know.
That's so good. Like you might actually get to
seriously
see it.
Though, I really do need to get back like sewing some stuff. So who knows? Maybe it'll be a thing that I'm just like, that is too good to pass up.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
And that's who I become. That's how I become huge. I'm just the girl who cosplays Dorothy mashed up with everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're that girl.
That's the niche. Yes. That's Optimus Gale.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We can make that happen.
I don't know. It could be fun.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
There you go. Guys, we did it.
Yeah.
1 hour, 30 minutes and some seconds. Who is she in the Marvel universe? Well, technically she exists in the Marvel universe. She's in Marvel Comics.
She does exist in the Marvel universe.
There are Marvel Comics with Dorothy Gale. But yeah.
I mean, technically they're Marvel DC, but
Michael, yes, it was a crossover. Yeah. Michael, what's going
although
on?
Marvel, Eric Shanower, Scotty Young.
Also true.
Yes.
Also true.
So multiple Dorothy in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
And then they did a whole other thing.
What's the other thing?
Where like Marvel characters were Wizard of Oz characters.
Where did they do that?
Like, was She-Hulk Dorothy? We're gonna have to look this one up.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys, as we wrap up. There is a What If comic. I don't know which number it is. I had bought it in a collection. I was just reading books in this stuff I was like, there's a little corner box at the bottom of the corner, like a little triangle, and it said the Fantastic Four go to Oz, something like that. I was like, how have I never seen this before? However, that's not what happens. There is nothing about the Fantastic Four going to Oz.
Rude.
In this little dumb backup story. They do go to like a weird land, but it is not in any capacity Oz. So I'm like, that's the ultimate bait and switch happened right there. So yeah, we can talk about
which leads into something that we need to talk about next time.
What's that?
Which is the Dazzler Belle cosplay that I want to do. Because there was a comic book, Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Of Dazzler and Beast. You know, the blue guy.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I think it would be fun.
Okay.
Tell me who I need to cosplay.
I'm not cosplaying.
Everybody.
I'm not cosplaying as Beast.
I think come on, guys, tell him he needs to be blue and furry.
No blue fur. Guys, thanks so much. Glad you found us. We're going to be here on Wednesdays for at least a little while now.
A little bit.
We'll let you know when and if we decide to switch back to Mondays. But for right now, for the foreseeable future, Wednesdays. If you can't catch us like Michael, if you can't catch us when it happens.
Our one YouTube friend.
That's right. You can always catch it later. It's on my feed for, I don't know, a week or two before they delete it. But then on Facebook, there's also the Oz Couple Facebook page where I take the videos and move them over there so that you can catch up. So go join the Oz Couple page and you can watch the back issues. Watch the back episodes, man. But we'll be back next Wednesday. I'm done with cons for a bit as far as like long travel. So we're here now, episode 20 next week, rolling into episode 25 sometime in December-ish.
Thanks.
Yeah, crazy, right? So we'll have to figure out how to do a special 25th episode and see what we might be able to do for that. But thanks everybody for chilling with us this evening. We'll see you next Wednesday. I'll fix our graphics so it doesn't say Monday anymore. Next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see y'all later.